Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Hakuoki Kyoto wins, and we're in Sanen's route. And we left off at the last part. Obviously we skipped through a ton, but we kind of read through some of the scenes that were just between us and Sanen because we didn't really get to see a lot of him, and I'm really kind of hoping, I guess, that later in this chapter, or maybe even chapter 4, maybe we have more scenes with him, because I just feel like you never see the man. Obviously in chapter 5 we will, but I don't know, I'm just hoping there's some other scenes maybe with him, but we'll figure it out. So anyway, where we left off was we were outside and we were about to run into him. This is a scene that we've already read technically before when we were doing Saito's route, because it's part of the normal game, but we're going to read it because I think it's a quick scene, it's not too long, but you know, just because he deserves some screen time, the poor man. Anyway. And of course, this is after he turned into a fury, because that's what happened in the last part. As I turned a corner near the back of the compound, I caught sight of someone sitting in the shadows. There you are, Sanen. Your food's ready. Oh, hello. Thank you. The snow disappeared, the cherry blossoms bloomed and fled, and now the swallows and the heat came. Sanen and I exchanged a pair of smiles, and I held out my hands to let the breeze brush across them. It's really gotten warm lately. Yes, it has. Unfortunately, the increased sunshine has been more unpleasant for me than the heat. Really? I didn't think the sun was particularly strong that day, but to Sanen, who hid in the shadows and out of sight during the day, it must have been unbearable. The night he changed, Sanen's hair turned white, and in his eyes was a thirst for blood. But looking at his peaceful smile now made it hard to imagine such a night was real. If someone told me it was all a bad dream, I would have believed it. It wasn't a dream, though, and now Sanen spends his days hiding from the sunlight and from others. For just a moment, the sun lit on Sanen's hair. I don't know if it was a trick of the light or simply my mind being foolish, but in that moment, his hair was a brilliant white. Is something the matter? You look as though you've seen a ghost, which I hardly feel is polite. Oh, no, nothing at all. He looked perfectly normal now, of course. Surely I thought I must have simply imagined it. Even if I had, there was no denying that he was the same man who went mad with bloodlust. The fear of the night cast a shadow over my heart. Okay, so this is... Now we're out. Poking around. Oh, yeah, okay, this is where we meet that girl that looks like you. Could be your twin, but it's really our brother. Surprise! Twist! Twist, 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 twist. Alright, so this is... Oh, right. So we were in the demons are like, you're gonna come with me. I'm all creepy and rapey. We go back to headquarters. Yeah. I'm like, I saw the guy, and then we had to choose butt. Oh, whoops. But. Da-da-da-da-da. Heisuke. Yes. Just making sure. And then we talk to Heisuke. That's kind of creepy. Yeah, it is. But it's all right now, so don't worry. Thanks. But wait, I thought you didn't feel well. Shouldn't you be resting inside, or better yet, I'll prepare some medicine. Oh, about that. Actually, the truth is I'm fine. I lied. What? Why? He looked at me for a moment, then shook his head in defeat. I didn't want to leave to guard the Shogun. What do you mean you didn't want to go? Why? Heisuke seemed to be unsure whether to open up, and he looked up at the night sky for a moment. Eventually, he slowly but quietly continued speaking. So, funny story. As I was driving home from my mom's house, I'm in my state, I look over and I'm like, it's probably what, like maybe an hour from me or whatever. There's like a hibachi place, right? And it's Shogun. And I was like, that's funny. I like never paid attention and never noticed it before. It's just on the side of the highway. Like you see the sign, and I just thought it was funny because of this. Because it just made me think of this game. Also, like when I was at my mom's house, like her community has like a little like library, and you don't like like have to actually, you just take a book and then you read it however long and you bring it back and then, you know, whatever. And it's cool, you know? So when I was there, Mom's like, oh, if there's anything you want to read, of course, you know, you're like, oh, this book. Oh, I haven't read the first one in this series, so I can't fucking read this one. What the hell? But they actually had some Japanese books, which I thought was pretty cool. So I got one that's like, holy shit. It's like, you're learning nouns and verbs and adverbs and adjectives and all this shit all over again. And you're like, oh my God. So I'm reading this book, right? It's a random side note to the side note. And I'm like reading through it and I'm like, I know it's speaking English to me, but I don't understand it. I'm like, holy shit, I feel dumb. Because I'm like, it's going into things and like, and I'm like, did I learn these things? Like, obviously you learned what nouns and verbs and shit were, but there are things where it's like, I swear to God, you're like, is that English? Because I don't think it is. I don't think it's Japanese either. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what that means. It's talking to me like I should know this shit from English class, and I don't remember this shit. I'm like, oh my God, I feel so dumb. And it just like, you're literally learning English grammar all over again, because you're like, it's like, so this is the way it is in English, and you're like, if you say so. Like, I don't know. I just formed sentences. I learned how to speak. I was born speaking English. Like, I don't remember how I, like, and then I think about it, and I'm like, oh my God, this shit is so confusing. Like, I feel bad for school children, because you're like, it's not that hard. Like, you form sentences, and they're like, but you've got all these things, and you're like, no, it's okay. I got you, kid. I don't fucking get it either. It's so weird. So it's so weird when you're trying to learn a foreign language, and it's like, you're like, oh, but then it's different in this case, and you're like, it's okay, I don't remember what it is in English, so I guess I'm in a good footing for learning Japanese, because I don't remember. It's not like I'm going to be confused and be like, oh, wait, in English it's this way, but in Japanese it's like, nah, I don't fucking know. Makes me feel so stupid. Oh my God. Anyway, one of the books was, like, really old, but it was like a AAA travel guide, and I was like, okay, so I'm like, I know it's old, and it's like, you know, it only has information. I was dumb. I read it and I was like, yeah, it's like 10 years old. My mom's like, what year was it? And I said like 99. And she's like, that's like 20 years. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. It's like, I think it's 2008 apparently. Oh my God. But yeah, so it's like 20 years old. So like, it has nothing in the last 20 years. But I didn't get it for like modern history. But it was cool because it like kind of tells you different things. And obviously some of the pointers in there like, don't do this and you should do that. Like, I'm like, they may not be accurate, I don't know, but at least it's interesting, you know, you get a little feel for things, but it also kind of tells you, like, a little bit of history stuff, so every time it mentioned, like, any of the stuff that was in this, I was like, oh my God, all I do is think of this game! It's like talking about the Shogunate, and you're like, ah, it's like this game! I know this! I know this name, because it's in my game! It's just fucking hilarious. Oh... I missed playing this. That's all I just really wanted to, because I just thought that was funny. Like, I was amused, but I couldn't go to my own. Like, oh my God, it's like this game. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna keep it to myself. I'm looking at it like, hee. It entertained me. Okay. Anyway, 20 years old. Oh my God, so fucking old. Anyway, well, Kondo, Hijikata, the Shogunate, they all respect Iemochi, right? Iemochi very much. But I just can't get myself to feel the same way. What do you mean by that? I was in disbelief that he would admit such a thing, so I had to ask. I don't think you know, since you haven't been back to Edo lately. That's true, it's been like 5 fucking years. I mean, at this point I don't remember, but at least 2, possibly 3, because we've been with them at the end for 4 years, so this could be anywhere between 2 and 3. In Edo, you can see foreigners building all these towers, setting up shop like they own the place. Are they American? Because then they do. What? I'm just kidding. Like, that's how we operate, though. Hey, nice place you got here. It's mine now. Bye. Like, I'm kidding. Well, I mean, I'm not really. That's kind of what we did, but I'm just saying. Heisuke doesn't strike me as the type of person to be like, fuck other people. Because I'm just saying, you don't look very Japanese. That's all I'm saying. Like, really, you don't. Thinking you have a little foreigner in you. I know. It's just for the purpose of the game. They're like, we're just gonna, like, different hair colors, eye colors that... purple doesn't exist in actual nature, but... his eyes are green, but, like, still. Hijikata's eyes. Yamazaki's eyes. somebody else's eyes. They're like, all of them, like, purple. You're like, that's a blonde hair. It's not, like, I get it. But still funny. Anyway. But it seems like the officials of the shogunate don't think anything of that. I mean, maybe they're just trying to think, you know. Sometimes foreigners aren't bad. I mean, it sounds bad when you foreigners. Sounds like a bad word, doesn't it? You're like, but it's what you are. You're a foreigner. Because you're foreign to this place. But it just sounds like a bad word. You're like, foreigners. Because we make it sound bad, don't we? It's not always a bad thing. I mean, yes, it could be a bad thing. Because they could come up and fuck up your shit and be like, it's mine now. Ask the Native Americans. I'm sure they feel that way. But, you know, in other times, it's like, it could be good. Because you're like, oh, hey, look. A different perspective. We learned new things. I'm not saying all of them are good. Some of them might be. Just saying. Give peas a chance, man. I don't know what peas have to do with it, but I'm not drinking, I swear. Anyway. Does he really plan on expelling the foreigners? It's starting to make me feel like he has no interest in protecting the civilians of Edo. So under these circumstances, here comes the shogun. It left a bad taste in my mouth. Besides, you heard about it, right? About that serum? My heart pounded. I did. That was all orders given by the shogunate. Okay, this I can understand you being like, you know what, I don't trust that dude. Kondo believed that if we worked hard and showed some results, someday the shogunate would approve of our efforts, but I can't shake this feeling. I mean, there's a high chance he'll just use us and throw us away. Okay, so see, I can kind of understand that. Like, I can understand his like, hey, they want us to test the serum like we're fucking lab rats, and then they're just gonna throw us away like trash. Probably, yeah, true, okay. I get that. But the whole like, foreigners suck! Okay, you know what, that's just half C's. I'll give you half C's on that one, because it could be true. It might be. They might be okay, but they might not be okay, so. But I'm just saying. Give peas a chance, man. These foreign peas. Damn peas! We should do shots every time Spacey doesn't make any goddamn sense. You'd be fucking shit-faced after about 2 minutes of any given game. Anyway. Ice skate. Oh, don't get me wrong, though. I'm not saying that I have an issue with how Kondo and Hijikata are running things. I mean, I really do like them and respect them enough that I've moved all the way to Kyoto with them. Heisuke's eyes were filled with confusion and pain, and it hurt my heart seeing them. So it's kind of interesting that we're talking to him, like, about this now. Because, like, we obviously find this out, like, when he leaves, and when we're on his path, but we're not on his path, but we get this little insight, so it's kind of cute. To be in the predicament of not knowing what's right or wrong, and how to confront being loyal to something you don't believe in. So, was that why you invited Ito to the Shinsengumi? Yeah. Ito is very in tune with politics, and he keeps up with trends and has a lot of connections. He's a dick. And he's going to ruin everything and take you and Saito away from us, and I'm not sure I like that. I would have thought he might lead the troops in a good direction. Well, at least better than now. As any group grows, it must begin to accept people with different viewpoints. Size in human nature simply decrees it cannot be tightly focused forever. As long as the Shinsengumi fought in the front lines of any war, it would lose friends to death. But how many might it lose, I wonder, to differences of opinion? Okay, so we can skip all this. Yeah, it is. That was the option we just read, okay. Yes, please! Yes, please. And then we talk to the doctor. Oh, it's not any of my business. That's what we're supposed to say instead of stalking. Did we say that already? I don't remember. Oh, hi. Oh, bye. I know. It's okay. I'm too pretty to clean. You kind of are, though. But... I was worried for Okita, but... That's not any of my business. Oh! Future boyfriend material. When are we going to go down the assholes path? Ooh! Turning humans into demons. The inside of my head was a swirling mass of questions and doubts, but the one thing that most concerned me was... I just couldn't shake from my mind the image of the Shinsengumi terming humans turning humans into demons, even after Kazama left. Maybe he was referring to the water of life and the Furies. Do we get to... Even as the day turned to night, Kazama's words swirled in my mind, and I couldn't get over them. I returned to my room, lost in thought as I recalled the events of the afternoon. Oh, no. No, go talk to Kaisuke. Ah! He comes to visit us. It's making me swoon. Yukamura, I apologize for bothering you at this hour. Are you still awake? I am fucking now. Sanan? Yes, I'm still awake. I opened the sliding door to see Sanan standing there with a contemplative expression. Oh, hi, precious. My apologies. I'm sure my presence at this hour is a surprise. Visiting a lady's room this late at night. Oh, you called us a lady? We're like 12. No, I mean, at this point, we're probably like 15 or 16. I don't know. But I don't remember what year it is. I don't know what fucking year it is. In chapter 3 at this point, but... Oh, no, I didn't think anything of it. So, is there something I can help you with? Probably, but it's going to be inappropriate. And we're going to have to fade to black. We're not going to be able to put that up. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm kidding. We're not going to be able to put that up. I'm kidding. It's not going to happen, because you know how this game cockblocks us. Game is such a cockblock. God. Yes, I wanted to talk to you about the demons who visited you this afternoon. I was briefed on the situation by Hijikata. Supposedly, our uninvited guest accused us of turning men into demons. Is that true? Yes, and I've been thinking about it all day. Having Sanan come to my room to discuss the afternoon's events was a little intimidating, but I let him in my room and I recounted the story. Turning humans into demons, huh? It sounds very similar to the effects of the water of life and the Furies. You think so too, Sanan? Yes. Koto has defected to the other side. If he's working with foreigners, then maybe the word of the Furies has made its way to them. So is he coming here to warn us after learning about the Furies? Or did they come to stop us, knowing that the experiment is progressing beyond their control? Well, thank you for letting me know about this. Oh, look! Look at his happy face! He's so sweet! Oh, don't you just want to squeeze him now? Like, sometimes this kind of angry, sexy glare is like, oh! But like that, look at his happy face, it's so cute! Boop! I just went, wait. Boop! I'm not actually gonna poke him because, like, no problem at all, I'm just happy to help. Boop! Oh, that was a boop on his mouth. I meant to boop his nose, but my finger slipped. It's really hard to use the pad thing. Anyway. We didn't seem to figure out why he came, but we agreed to interpret it as a warning. So, could Father have been involved in all this? The thought of it made my heart tighten. I really wanted a longer scene with him, but whatever. Oh! Here he is. Hi! On a side note, Yukamura, wouldn't you want to learn more about the water of life and the Furies? Ready? Boop! That's because I didn't get to boop you on the nose before, when you had your happy face. This is your normal pretty face. I still like your happy face. It's adorable. It's like a chibi face. But anyway, learn more? Yes, please. No, wait. It's not turning humans. Yes, I do. Okay, I was like, wait. I see. Yeah, yes is. And I'm like, fuck. Where are we? I'm pretty sure we were supposed to say yes because learning more about the Furies and the demons. Yes, because then I'm learning more about you, by extension. Spacey is smart. We already knew we would say yes. No, I'd rather not. He's like broken heart. Anyway, that would get us on a bad path. Yes, I do. Well, if that's the case, then could you tell me how my father became involved with these things? Oh, I love that face. That's his leg. Come into my lab. Okay, that's not scary at all. A little bit. You know what? Well, sure. It all started back when we were founded in Kyoto, when we still referred to ourselves as Roshigumi. Roshigumi. We had no funds, no backing, and almost nothing to eat. We were at a loss for what to do when the then chief, Sarazawa, brought us an opportunity. Sarazawa, yeah. Chief Sarazawa. Sarazawa. So, Kondo wasn't the chief? When the Roshigumi, I can't today. I don't know. When the Roshigumi was first established, we had 3 chiefs. The head chief was Kamo Serizawa. Kamo. He had a penchant for violence, even with his own warriors, and most, if not all, negative rumors of the Shinsengumi come from his outbursts. However, he was an incredible swordsman, and he had many friends in high places. And thanks to his connections, the Roshigumi were able to slip by, if only just. In an effort to prevent our organization from going under, the shogunate negotiated with the chief to perform experiments with the water of life. But Kondo had told me they did it to make up for the lack of reinforcements from the shogunate. Yes, only if everything went as planned. If the serum worked, it would have increased our numbers. Oh, wait! Boop! That was a perfect nose boop. He just had that cute little face, and I just wanted to boop his nose. Spacey's not drinking, I swear. And so, Chief Serizawa began experimenting with the water of life and the furies on the Shinsengumi. Sorry, I had to pause because I can't breathe when I talk. I don't know. And the shogunate had commissioned your father, Kodo Yukimura, to assist them. That part you're aware of, correct? Yes. The experiment began under the orders of Chief Serizawa. Initial subjects for the experiment were those whose days were numbered from fatal injuries, or those sentenced to death who could consent to the experiment in place of their execution. Just to be clear, everyone who partook in the experiment did so on their own accord. And under the leadership of Chief Serizawa, we performed many, many experiments, but most of the subjects became bloodthirsty. Any idea what we did with the failed subjects? Kill them? What did you do? I'm sorry. This is the best. Look at his face. We bloodied our hands with their lives. I'm sorry. That is so... Oh, honey, you have the Saint Germain vibe so deep down. I know it's because I'm kind of giving you a little softer voice like him because I just feel like you're like a little softer person. But now we bloodied our hands with their lives. Like, I'm so happy about murdering people because he's got that like, oh my god, you're like twinsies right now, even though you look nothing alike, but still, you're twinsies. Oh my god, could you have white hair when you said this? Oh, I just have to relish this. I just want a snapshot of this. Like, this is the best fucking thing. Because he's like, we bloodied our hands with their lives. He's got the cute little adorable smiley face, the little chibi face. You're like, you're so cute. I want to pinch your cheeks. And you're talking about murdering people. There's something so wrong with this. Like, it's so great. I love it. In the end, unfortunately, Chief Serizawa had also succumbed to the fate of the Furies. In order to become the Shinsengumi as we know it today, we had to sacrifice the lives of countless comrades, an era of needless bloodshed. Kodo, despite being responsible for shaping the Shinsengumi as we know it, left one day without giving any explanation. Now he looks mad. See, now he's angry. He left us. And you were like, we had to kill people. He left us. It's really weird. I expected that look of like that cold... like look when you were talking about murdering people, but you were just so fucking happy about it. Why do I love it so much? I don't know. Don't you think that was irresponsible of him? Now you understand why we're looking for him. So, do you regret hearing the truth? He's like, do you regret it? Okay. His fucking facial expressions is like, you're just like swinging back and it's a wild pendulum swing. He's like, we had to kill people. But then Kodo, he left us. That son of a bitch. Do you understand the truth now? Oh my god. I'm a little afraid of you, glasses. I am. I love you so much. No, I'm really not afraid of you at all. It's just, we should be. We really should be, because he just swings from like this happy face to like, I'm so pissed off face. It's fucking crazy. But I love this face. I do, because you're like, you're so cute, boop, and then he gives you that, like, I'm gonna stab someone face, and you're like, it's not lining up with what you're saying. It's really weird. It's so good. It's so fucking good. It's my favorite. No, I'm the one who asked. Oh, and then we get his, like, sexy face. I'm okay with the sexy face. I'm okay with the adorable happy face. I'm actually okay with his angry face, too, but it's just weird that all have it, like, just back and forth, happy face, angry face, sexy face. Honey, you're all over the motherfucking map and I'm lost. I'm gonna need GPS. You're a strong one. And you say that with that sexy face. Hey, wink. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah. Anyway. I really did miss playing these games. I don't know why you'd think I'm strong. You may not, but it could be because you've yet to realize it for yourself. Was such a realization truly possible? I was about to cry, and my heart broke as if its shards scattered across an unreachable ether. Scattered across an unreachable ether. Okay. I had no way of convincing myself in this moment, or the next, that I was strong. Well, it's getting late. It's time for humans to sleep. Sonnen stood without making a sound, bowed, and disappeared like a shadow. Okay, bye. Thanks for visiting. I love you. Wait, nothing. I thought that having answers would help, but learning about the Shinsengumi's morbid past, and knowing how much pain they've endured, most of all, knowing the extent to which my father was involved in all of this. From then on, Masumoto visited the compound regularly to check up on the men of the Shinsengumi, which we've already read. Look! Oh my god, we actually got a scene with him! Okay, it's 1865. I'm not really sure what year we started this, so... Don't we end in 1868? No, we can't. Can't have already been a year. I don't know. Oh, okay. July 1865. Dr. Masumoto's visit to the compounds resulted in some interesting revelations. It's 1865. I read that right. I was like not paying attention when I read it. Like, oh my god. June 1902. Everyone's like, that's not what it says! Thanks to which I have tapped into the secrets of the water of life and the Furies. It was also revealed to me how deeply involved my father was in all of this. A fact that left me desperate to find him and learn more. I'm so sorry, I don't know why I keep yawning. I recall a peculiar event that occurred one night after Dr. Masumoto had visited. I shifted positions in bed for the 100th time. Sleep appeared to be impossible. The rainy season was upon us, and the humidity was causing me to be covered in a sheen of sweat and completely uncomfortable. Oh, that sounds awful. Thank God for fucking air conditioning. Maybe some fresh air will help. Scene with Sonnen. I got up and opened a window. Instantly, a cool breeze floated into my room. Much better. I stared at a section of the temple compounds, savoring the feeling of air on my hot skin. Shining stars illuminated the view outside of my window, bathing everything in a soft glow. I mean, air conditioning is really nice. Oh, that was Sonnen. You see him skulking? And it was so hit you could tell it was him. But gotta be like air conditioning is really awesome. But there is nothing like on a fall night, like opening your windows and like the crisp breeze. There's something about the crisp cold air from outside that's just so much nicer than air conditioning. But like in the summer, fuck that shit because it's not cold enough. You need air conditioning. But I'm just saying, in the fall, if you can crack a window, oh, so nice. Anyway, huh? Out of the corner of my eye, I sensed something move. Yeah, it was. Who would be outside this late? The strange rumors that were floating around among the men suddenly came to mind. All of them made mention of a ghost wandered the entire compound during the night. All of them made mention of a ghost wandered the entire compound during the night. Being in a temple, the surroundings were likely filled with some sort of spiritual energy, so there was a reason for the concern. I feel like the wandered is like Tim just doesn't know. Maybe did you let Tim translate? Tim is a terrible translator. It's probably like, should it be wandered or wandering? And then like, let's put them both in and see what to expect. And they just left him in because it's not even like those same words duplicated. It's like, it's weird. But that's not possible, is it? No, it's Sonnen, stupid. If it wasn't a ghost, then I had just seen a real person, which might be an even bigger problem. If it was an intruder, then I needed to report him. Worried, I clambered out of bed and padded as quietly as possible out of my room. But it's incredibly late. Who should I... The whole compound was sound asleep, and it was a little intimidating to try and wake one of them. I stopped in the darkened hallway to consider my options. I don't know who's talking. I would assume it's Sonnen because he's the one that we saw, but anyway. Yukimura, where are you going at this time of night? I have no idea who's saying it, so I'm just gonna read normal. Ah! Oh, it was him. Ha! I assume because he was the one wandering that it was him, because otherwise we'd have to talk to somebody else and we wouldn't get to talk to him, but I wasn't 100% sure, so. I spun around at the sound of my voice out of nowhere, my heart hammering in my chest. I feel as if I'm some sort of thief with the way you reacted. I'm so sorry. Oh, nice. It's close to us. A little bit closer. I can't quite see you in the dark. No, just a little bit closer. A little bit, a little bit close. Oh, you just kissed me. Now we're in love. Spacey is weird. No, it is I who should be apologizing. I didn't mean to frighten you. I just saw you looking lost and felt motivated to speak with you. He secretly loves us. I wish we knew how many romance points we have with him, because if we check, it's going to say 100% because, we started with high romance. We shouldn't do that. We should just start with low romance and build it. See what happens. Huh? Confusion ran through me, but he just smiled. If Hijikata catches you out this late, he'll be tempting the wrath of the demon. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be more careful. Are you troubled by something? I would like to help if I can. The smooth, even tone of his voice made me blush. With someone else there, I was now feeling foolish. I lowered my head and mumbled, I just thought I saw some shadows move outside. I was worried it might be an intruder. I see. Unfortunately, now I feel even worse than before. For, you see, the culprit who drew you out appears to be me. Huh? If that was true, then... But I thought you were forbidden from stepping outside, Sonnen. Indeed, all Furies have such restrictions placed upon them. His roundabout way of responding was sometimes hard to follow, but I bolstered my courage and asked a question. So then you've been ignoring those commands, even before tonight. Oh, how perceptive. Was that intuition or an educated guess? Oh, look at his happy face. I didn't intend to be rebellious or any such thing. I just wished to take a walk. I wasn't sure how to answer that exactly. He studied my face, gently smiling. You can secretly walk into my bedroom then. Wait, what? Nothing? Didn't say it. I mean, I'm thinking it. I said it. I totally said it. You were thinking it. Did you ever watch White Chicks? Fucking love that movie. Tiffany and Brittany. Oh my god, I can't believe you said that. You were thinking it, but you said it. That's exactly what I was thinking in my head. Like, oh my god, I totally said it. You were thinking it. Exactly what I was picturing in my head when I said that. Anyway. I've overheard a few rumors that point toward a ghost roaming headquarters. Yes, that is most likely me. Every time I tell myself I shouldn't, but, well, do you enjoy taking walks? Look at that. Look at that. He's like, yes. I don't dislike them, but I have other reasons for doing this. I may be a fury, but being contained indoors with the others like me day after day, it begins to suffocate you. Besides, we're in a temple. It wouldn't be too unusual to spot a ghost here in the middle of the night, yes? I suppose. So we'd known exactly the reaction he would get from his wanderings from the start. Ghost or fury, it doesn't change the simple fact that it cannot breathe fresh air until night shrouds everything from sight. Sonnen, who had become a fury to help the Shinsengumi, was declared dead to protect secrecy. The weight of his secret must have been unbearable to carry, but he bore his silent burden. I'll make more of an effort to restrain myself from stepping outside from now on. Oh, no, I don't think it's that big of a problem. I understand your desire to be free of your confinement, truly. If the rumors of a ghost spread too much, however, there may be an investigation. Just be careful. That's all I wanted to say. My heart ached at the thought of refusing him his walks, the only moments of freedom he was able to scrounge together in his new life. We're not really refusing him his walks. We're just like, look, I won't tell anybody. You're quite interesting. Huh? Oh, nothing. I'll take your advice and be mindful of the rumors in the future. Thank you for not dismissing me out of hand. He could have completely disregarded my comment, but instead he listened to me. Emotions swirling, I bowed to him gratefully. He shook his head. No, it should be me who's thanking you. I am very grateful. Speaking with you has improved my mood. Oh! Just made my heart grow one size. Not 3 yet at the end, but one size. Something about the way he said that made me blurt out a question without thinking. Are you all right, Sonnen? My injury is healed, of course, and so I believe myself to be rid of that which held me back, but there are moments when I lose sight of what I am. I gave up my life as a human, so it shouldn't bother me any longer. Sonnen, he led the Fury Corps into battle, but he was also continuing his research on the Water of Life. Both took up all of his time, and he ended up isolated from everyone. Maybe he was even questioning his own existence. I'm a shadow, tied to the world by my past. Human life has no meaning for me anymore. Perhaps the rumors are true, and I really am a ghost. He smiled bitterly, but through his ragged eyes I saw pain. He was wearing himself to nothingness. I had to tell him he's alive. No, we grab his hands. That's what I said. Grab his hands. This is more romance than we got out of Saito, and it's not even romance yet. It's like we just touch him. Touching him. I mentally sighed with relief. It seemed Sonnen had recovered a bit of himself again, and I was glad. Oh! No! Zoom up. I need to see his goddamn... Oh! Look at his... Oh! Guys, he's so fucking pretty in the CGs. Oh my god. His shocked expression. Oh! You're just like, oh, you guys just want to run your fingers through that damn hair, don't you? Sonnen, can you feel that? Your hands are warm. Blood is pumping through them, just like mine. Her hands are so teeny tiny and his hands are so giant. It's like, oh my god. You may be a Fury, but that doesn't mean you aren't alive like the rest of us. Sonnen blinked, his eyebrows raising. He's like, oh, you touched me. Oh, I feel it in my heart. Oh. We basically just had sex, is all I'm saying. That's about as much romance as we're getting. There are times when I don't know who I am, too. I knew there were some who claimed that I was a demon like they were. Maybe that meant that I also wasn't human. But still, you should, throw that out there. Even so, living is to be alive. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm gonna die. It was adorable when he was all shocked, but this face, oh my god, that face is so fucking pretty. I'm gonna fall off my fucking bouncy wall. Guys, this CG is like the shit. I had no doubts. The truth of this matter was clear to me. A smile stole over Sonnen's face. This is so good. Well, yeah, we got love points with him, but oh god, I don't want it to go away. I need this CG forever. It's so beautiful. Look at his beautiful face. Perhaps you're right. I've not lost this life quite yet. Warmth had returned to his voice. No trace of his recent harsh and biting tongue could be found. It seemed like I was finally seeing the old Sonnen, kind and gentle once more. Oh! He's the nice glasses character. It's the sweet, adorable one, not the mean one. Not the douchey one. He's also not a robot. He's the victor. Oh! A little bitter and angry, but understandable. But deep down inside, he's the victor character. Ah! I like the little soft, adorable one. Look at that face! Ah, I don't. Even if you're not human, and I'm some kind of monster, we're still here, breathing, living, existing. Right! No! It faded away, but it's still just burned into my memory. Thank you. I feel as if your words helped me step out of a fog in which I lost myself. Oh! I'm sorry. I keep ordering you around. Genuine appreciation from Sonnen made my heart warm. I wasn't used to hearing such things from him, so I shook my head embarrassed. I'm going to find out how far I can go until the very end. As long as there's still breath in these lungs, I'm going to keep moving forward. Sonnen... The words felt as if they held the weight of a vow, and his eyes glittered with determination. I sensed he'd made a serious decision, and he meant to abide by it with every fiber of his being. With Sonnen finding some peace, it seemed the rumors of ghosts haunting the compounds faded. At last, after the long while in which I've made his acquaintance, Sonnen felt the strength to move forward. The end. 18... It's like a year later! Literally. Fucking A. And nothing happens. We touched his hands and I don't know what it means. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Ah! Saito. Princess Sen. Oh, Saito. I still love you. You're like, just... All of our boys, I love them all. Anyway, we were supposed to, the Furies. What worried me, there was a lot on my mind, but what worried me the most was the Furies. We've already done all this, so. Oh. Okay, anyway. Almost as if on cue, the door slid open and Sonnen stepped through. Oh, that's right, because doesn't, was this? No, this wasn't when... Yes, this is when Ito found out, right? Is this right when he found out? This is right before, right? Or is it? Chapter 4, the soldier summoned... No, maybe not yet? I don't know. Oh, hello, Sonnen. Can I help you? Good evening. You didn't go to Shimabara with the others? Yes, I'm not that great with drinking parties, so... Ah, I see. Sonnen nodded in understanding, and his eyes beamed with color as he gazed at me. The cold full moon was visible, and maybe it was because of the nighttime. It was nighttime, but Sonnen's eyes possessed a tint of danger. That sounds fun. Sonnen, after the touching romance we had with him, let's get a little dangerous. Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW. Oh my god, now I watch fucking Darkwing Duck. Jesus. So, what do you think about the serum? The water of life, that is. What do you mean? We had a touching moment with him and now we're gonna get creepy? No, I don't believe this. Wouldn't you agree that the serum has had results beyond comprehension? After all, when my left arm rendered me useless, I looked to its properties for aid. And it seems all too clear to me now that it was fated for me to improve and perfect the serum. It's an unspeakable truth. Sonnen's words slithered creepily, and I couldn't bring myself to stop staring at the floor to hide from his line of sight. His expression was so unfamiliar and nefarious, almost as if he was being possessed by something. What is the matter? Why aren't you meeting me eye to eye? I'd expect you, of all people, to agree. You being the daughter of Kyoto, who brought this divine creation onto us. You know, the last conversation we had like a fucking year ago, because it's literally been a year since we had a conversation, which is weird. You know, obviously not, but, you know, you were, oh, wait, I feel good about my life, and it was wonderful and touching, and now you're being creepy. It's weird. It was obvious that Sonnen was not acting as his usual self. Why aren't you saying anything? It would be very regrettable if you were one to share the opinion of Dr. Masumoto, who wants to bring the experiments to a halt. I just remember I'd have some chores that need doing, so I'll be... Just as I was on my way out... Hold on a minute. He roughly grabbed onto my wrists and yanked me. He's like, you're my property. Kinda, sorta, almost. I pulled against his grip, but he was far too strong for me to overcome. Please stop. The horrible twitching madness in his eyes was too much for me, and I screamed. Oh, our previous boyfriendos. Legit. All three of them. What are you grabbing her for, Sonnen? That's not how you impress a lady. See? She's terrified. No. I got caught up in the moment. I lost control. I apologize. Caught up in the moment. That sounds... romantic, but, you know, not considering what was happening. But I got caught up in the moment. On the other side of his glasses, Sonnen's eyes returned to normal. The glint of madness was gone. While I felt relieved, Sonnen had walked off as the others were walking in. As I watched him walk off, I looked back at Okita and the men. It's good to see you back. You're a little earlier than I expected, though. Okay, so now we're gonna skip through that. Like, oh, blah, 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 talking to our boyfriends. All 4 of our boyfriends were in our room at the same time, though. How funny is that? I mean, because, you know, Sanan is our current soon-to-be boyfriend, and Saito, Heisuke, and Okita were a prior one, so it's pretty cool. This is where we find... Okay, so... Because now Ito's going to leave. Sup, Okita? Aw. He's adorable. He really is. He's like a puppy. There's something about his face that's just like... You're just like a puppy. You're just like, you're so cute! Even though you pee on the carpet, you're so cute! Alright, okay, this is the one where the guy attacks us. Alright, and this is where Ito finds out. So I'm not really sure what we were worried about with the Fury. Oh, because Dr. Matsumoto was like... So we're just gonna... share. We don't get any time with Cher anymore. We don't, seriously. But, you know, whatever. We are worried about the soldiers. No, come back. We're supposed to someone who knows Ito. Ha, we've never done that before. I decided to ask someone who knows Ito. I waited for night to come and I snuck out of my room. It was a risk, but I can only speak with this person about Ito during the hours of the night. Sonnen. Woo! I crept slowly into the depths of the compounds through a dark hallway. What could you be doing up at this hour? Are you having some trouble sleeping? Oh, Sonnen, I sincerely apologize for the actions of my men last night. How was your wound? Yes, it wasn't anything serious, so don't worry. I'm fine. He already knows that I'm a demon, so I'd be like, I'm healed, pretty much, so good. Ah, is that so? I'm pleased to hear it. Is this what brings you to me tonight? No, it's something different. I wanted to ask you about something. I see. Question, is it? It must have been important. Oh, it must have been important for... It must have been important for it to bring you to me, so I shall answer to the best of my ability. I think you knew Ito very well. I wanted to know how you felt about Ito leaving, as well as Saito and Heisuke leaving with him. I'm certain that not everyone is enthused about Ito's departure. However, it's not as bad as everyone may interpret it to be. Because the Shinsengumi works on behalf of the shogunate, getting information on the Imperial Nationalist Party has its challenges. It's growing more difficult to obtain any information on their movements. However, now that Ito has aligned himself with the Imperial Court, it's much easier for him to obtain information from the Imperial Nationalists. Now that he doesn't have the obligation of serving information to the Shinsengumi, he can act on behalf of his own interests. I believe this is the primary reason for Ito's behavior. And I'm sure Kondo and Hijikata are aware, which is why they won't say anything. I had no idea that these reasons led to Ito leaving, as well as Saito and Heisuke leaving. Well, we kind of knew about Heisuke, like he's kind of questioning, so... Heisuke is just really confused right now about his sexuality. I mean, which side he wants to be on. Which team he's playing for. Literally! I mean, literally what team he's playing for, but... However, when it comes to Ito, I just hope that whatever they're planning doesn't come back around to bite them. I wonder what he means by that. Maybe there's more happening than Sonnen is letting on. So, are you saying that Saito and Heisuke know anything about that? No, I don't think they've been told as much. I mean, given the current political climate, I'm sure they were looking to test their mettle and see what they're made of. In the end, though, I have a feeling they'll return to us. Really? Did Sonnen seriously think they'd come back? We're supposed to say, I hope so as well? Is that this one? Yes. Yes, I hope so. Yeah, okay, that's right. Yes, I hope so as well. You have faith in them, don't you? I do, but I have faith in everyone. Even you, Sonnen. The shocked face. Love points. How nice that you have faith in someone like me. You shouldn't put too much faith in adults. Hey, don't treat me like I'm a kid. I'm almost not quite an adult at this point. We're probably like 16 or 17 at this point, so. Huh? What do you mean? I'm kidding. I felt like I was meeting with it felt like I was meeting the Sonnen I'd met for the first time years ago. I became warm thinking about it. Did I adequately answer your question? Oh, yes. Thank you. Not a problem. Now, please return to your room before you get caught. Sonnen ended the conversation curtly, bowing and turning to disappear into the darkness. I'm glad we were able to speak. I think I'll sleep soundly tonight. I know we'll be able to dream of him. What? Nothing? Yay! We got to talk to our boyfriendo. And then, okay, this is where Sen comes. And they're like, you should come with us. Seriously, Spacey. What are you doing? Why are you staying here? Oh my god. And she's like, hi, I'm a madam at the whorehouse. And every one of them has probably fucked her. Well, at least those three. Well, two of them anyway. I don't know if Heisuke ever, no, but Shinpachi and Harada, yeah, they were. Anyway, we're supposed to say yes. And then she's like, oh, I couldn't take you at one of these boys, perhaps? You're like, yes, all of them. Literally. Stay in my room. We're supposed to run away from the room. What should I do? Run away from the room. This is new. If I remain here, I was sure that I would be caught. So I decided to run away from the room. My ear caught onto the chaos out front. I literally read that as like my ear caught on something, and I was like, ow! And I was like, wait, what? Ooh. I went running to the other side of the compounds. When I arrived at the inner yard... So I finally found you, Spacey Yukamura. You! I forget the voice I gave him, but it was a cocky, douchey voice, so... Anyway. Oh, look! We have a terminology for once. Word has it that the members of the Yase clan paid you a visit today. Yase clan, demon clan of which Princess Sen is the head. I'm sure they shared many things with you. You're a pure-blooded demon. Such a great honor. Living in the den of imitators doesn't suit you. The time has come for you to leave with me. No. What should I do? We're supposed to fight him. Sexy! Nice. Call for help! No, I like this. If it said call for help, it'd be like, really? Ugh. I like this. Bitch, I may not be good at it, and I may need a man to come rescue me, but at least I'm gonna fucking try and not be like, oh, damsel in distress! I like this. I won't go with you! I unsheathed my kodachi, holding it a tad unsteadily in my hands, and assumed a stance. Didn't say a fighting stance, just a stance. What is the meaning of this? Do you think you're a match for me? Well... Oh. She may not be fit. If you're looking for an opponent, you could fight me. Oh. Yeah, save my honor. At least I tried. You know, that's the... I mean, I was gonna fail, but at least I was gonna put up an attempt instead of just flailing and crying. Sonnen emerged from the shadows, and he placed himself between Kazama and me. Oh, he's saving us. It's so adorable. You think you could defeat me, despite being a pale imitation of a real demon? Well, we'll not find out unless we put it to the test, isn't that right? Also, let me make something clear to you. I'm no pale imitation. I'm a fury. His sexy fighting face is sexy. Sexy fighting face is sexy. And now, I'm going to give you a taste of the fury. Oh my god. There's something so inappropriate in that I just... A taste of the fury. It's like taste the rainbow. Okay. Ha! Maybe he wouldn't say it that way. He'd be like, huh, because I'm Sonnen. Delicate. Anyway. Sonnen had struck Kazama, but before I could even blink, Kazama drew his sword and parried the jab. Looks like you're at least stronger than a human. But that's just it. I'll show you right now why I call you an imitator. No matter how hard you may try, you're nothing compared to the strength of a real demon, and it just sucks that we have no demon power. We're supposedly a demon, but we got nothing. What? Why are you doing? What you doing, bird? Bye! He's just sitting on my shoulder stretching, and then he's looking at something. He always does that. You gonna play? Okay. The exchange of glimmering slashes moved at a pace faster than my eyesight could follow. All I could make out was the faint reflection of light on their blades from the moonlight. To me, they appeared to be, dare I say, almost equal in strength. Ugh. But for a moment, it seemed as though Sanan had trouble with Kazama's flurry of attacks. After stepping back, I'd realized that Sanan was covered in bloody cuts and gashes across his body. Sanan! This is nothing. Trust me. Of course we are. What? Why would I love that? Trust them, don't. That is literally, I'm sure that's the next one because trust Sanan is the next choice. So we have to, like, duh. Like there was a question in that. Trust him or don't trust him. Of course we're gonna trust him. These bitches know what they doing. Look, I was gonna stand up for myself, but he jumped in, and I'm cool with that as long as I don't look like oh, I'm useless. I tried, man. That's all I want. He'll be like, oh, I'll fight you, and it didn't work. Somebody can save me when I'm like nice, good pat, nice try. A for effort. That's all I want. Ah, this was a testament to the power of the Furies. Sanan's open wounds were healing instantly. As Kazama was watching, he tightened his lips. Spacey Yukamura, watch as I bring an end to this fake. What should I do? Trust Sanan. Keep calm and trust Sanan. Like I just need to keep calm and trust like at every single one of them. Just like shirt. Too many t-shirts. I want to have a keep calm and trust and just have all their names on the back. Just me fucking just like all of them on the front, like just a block. Keep calm and trust, like like in order. Hijikata Sahito Heisuke Okita. Sanan. Shipachi. Harada. Yamazaki. I can't remember all their names, but like the three other guys. Not that guy. Not Kazama. We're not gonna trust him. But you know. I trust you, Sanan. Love points with that sexy angry face. Thank you, Yukamura. I became a fury so I could hold my own sword once more. I'm going to show my power now. Oh. Huh. The angry fury face is like, it doesn't look like the sweet, beautiful man that we saw in the earlier one, but I still dig it. Like, you're like, oh, he looks like he's the evil guy. They both actually look evil. It's evil fighting evil. It's just, I don't... Who's the good guy and who's the bad guy? They both look like bad guys. Space kind of digs it a little bit. Anyway. I'm going to make you regret underestimating the power of the Fury. Huh. A fake is a fake is a fake. So go on and waste away like you should. Even though you're a demon, wasting you is going to be easier than you think. So call me whatever names you want. I can still fight whatever powers you throw at me. Ugh. You're boring me. Time to erase you from existence. Oh, so you weren't using all of your strength. You sure seem to be able. How dare you speak like that, you worthless imposter? Then show me your true strength. I shall show you mine. Oh, you show me yours, I'll show you mine. Never thought it'd be... You're like, you know what, never mind, you guys just show it, like, you go right ahead and keep on doing what you're doing, boys. I'm just gonna stand here and popcorn. Popcorn! The two moved a distance apart from one another. Commander Sanan, we're here for backup. Few warriors had arrived, all of them unsheathing their swords and surrounding Kazama. They were Furies. All of them had white hair and crimson eyes. Very well. I'll be rid of you fakes once and for all. Quit underestimating the power of the Furies. Kazama and Sanan slowly edged closer towards one another. Oh, Amagiri is the red-headed dude, right? Yeah, we kind of give him a rub. I can't remember the voice we gave him. Like, Kazama, we'll stop there. I wasn't sure where he'd come from, but Amagiri had appeared inside the inner yard. I just can't tell unless they call him Eyebrows. Which they're never going to, because that's our nickname for him. Eyebrows! You know, once again, in case you weren't sure where that came from. Because he has none. The rest of them have, like, super thin, like, overly plucked eyebrows. Like, girl, we plucked these, and then we penciled them in. And he's like, fuck that shit. Not even gonna bother. Man, I don't need eyebrows. Hamagiri, don't stop me. Nanishi, Hongwanji have been informed of our little visit. We must retreat before we're totally surrounded. Go home if you want. That is inappropriate. You should know when to back down. Fine, I'll retreat for now. Kazama replaced his blade into his sheath, and he shot a hateful glance towards Sanan. I feel like Amagiri is like cock-blocking Kazama. He's like, I just don't want him killing you guys because you're cool, right? We're pals. Right? Because he's always like, hey, we should go. And it's like, I mean, which is a good thing. It's a good thing because, like, Kazama literally could kill all of us. But Amagiri's always like, yo, right? Time. Tick-tock, motherfucker. Anyway, Kazama replaced his blade in his sheath, and he shot a hateful glance towards Sanan. Yeah, you're just mad because I'd rather bone him than you. You know. Yeah. Or, like, all the boys up in here. Sounds so whorish. Sorry. You know, whatever. You know what? It's my temple. I can do what I want. It's my man harem. So awkward. Anyway. I'll kill you all another time. Then you can expect me to be there, waiting for you. Kazama and Amagiri, without struggle, easily leapt over the wall of the yard and disappeared. Members of the Fury Corps, after them. The warriors all dispersed from the inner yard upon Sanan's command. Finally, the compounds were silent once more. I was dumbfounded, and Sanan stood in front of me. Was I of assistance? Yes, more than you know. Thank you. Was I of assistance? He's like, look at the look on his face! It's adorable. It's like, I did something good. I could use both my arms. I helped someone. You're like, you're adorable. Sanan stared down at his left hand and he began flexing his hand repeatedly. A warrior is nothing without a sword. I'm still a warrior. Sanan... I was taken aback by how vulnerable he must have felt in the moment, and Sanan spoke warmly. I'm going to leave and share my report. Return to your room. As he turned to leave, I watched as his silhouette was engulfed by the darkness until he was gone. Perfect timing to end this part. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here after we had that beautiful touching scene. And I will see you guys next time. See ya. I feel like I was supposed to say something, like I was going to say something else, but then I didn't. But anyway. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.